Hey you guys, it's your boy KTJ here with another segment from The Mind of a Man, Secrets of the Mind of a Man. And today, ladies, we are talking to you about the top 5 complaints men have with their women. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. So listen, I talk to men, I spend time with men, I hear men's secrets, men's thoughts, men's ideas, and here are 5 things that men complain most about their women. So I'll be able to drop on you some things to do that will help you. All right, so here we go. We got 5 things that men have shared that they think that they complain most about the women in their lives. Listen, here's the thing that you gotta also remember: men generally don't complain. like we as a culture, men have been trained to not complain. So most of this you will never actually hear a man say. If all of this sounds foreign to you, you know there's a good reason for it, because men have been trained not to complain. We've been trained that men just find a solution and we don't bellyache about the problem, right? So you don't hear these complaints, but deep down on the inside, when nobody else is around, a man may share 1 or 2 of these things with another guy, or he'll share it with you when he's angry. Okay, so now there's no pressure on. Just take these in and see how you can apply them to your life. Number 1. Men complain most about her complaining. Listen to this. If a man feels like he can't solve your problem for you, it affects his ego, right? It affects his thoughts about his own masculinity if he can't solve your problem. So if you come home and say, "Oh, honey, there's something going on with this car. It's making a noise, and I hear some rattling when I'm driving down the street, and I come into the driveway, I hear some rattling and some scraping." Guess what he's going to do first? After he listens to you, he's going to ask you a couple questions, and at his nearest convenience, guess what he's going to do? He's going outside to check the car. And he goes outside and checks the car and discovers, oh, you ran over a branch and it got wedged in the back part of the car, and it's been hitting the tire, and that's the noise you've been hearing. So he snatches that out, comes back in the house and tells you, "I fixed the problem." And you're like, "Oh, honey, you're my hero." Well, some of y'all say that, but he wants to feel like a hero. So your complaining is something that's like fingernails to a chalkboard to a real man who wants to solve a problem, because that's what we do. We're created to solve problems. That's what men do. All right, number 2. The second complaint that men have about their women is that they are bored. Listen, and I'm not just particularly talking about, sexually or in the bedroom and that sort of thing, but I'm talking about like not having common interests, not having common hobbies that you guys can work on together. They just feel like they're just going to work, coming home, taking care of the basic things and doing the same thing every day, all day, every day. Look, a man gets bored, and yes, sometimes for some men, trouble happens after a man gets bored. And so he wants to, not only does he want to please you, but he wants to have something to look forward to. So, and I'm not talking about another project. All right. I'm not talking about fix the light in the guest bedroom. I'm talking about something that he would enjoy and you would enjoy, and not just more on the honey-do list. Number 3, the number 3 thing that men complain most about is his feeling like you are bored with him. Sometimes men get this thought that, like, you know what? Maybe she thinks that she could do better. Maybe I'm not the one. Maybe I'm not the choice for her. Maybe she's bored with me and she's maybe talking to another man. Maybe I'm not enough for her. listen, a lot of men deal with this. Men, you might see us all strong and muscular and all that, but a lot of men are very emotionally soft, right? And they often sometimes question their own strength and their own abilities to please you and to make you happy in all the areas of your relationship. So listen, I know you shouldn't have to stroke a man's hair and give him a little thing like you would your dog, but guess what? Men are very much like them dogs, very much like dogs, and they need that affirmation and that they're okay and that they're doing a great job and that you are not bored with them. You're excited for their future and the future of your relationship. Number 4, look, I probably could have made this one first, but I didn't want to. Those 3 little letters, sex. Men often find their value and their masculinity in the way that they perform in the bedroom. Listen, so this number 4 on the scale here of the 5 the biggest complaints that men have. Some men complain of not getting enough. Some men complain of, I don't know that many men that complain of having too much, but just knowing that they're pleasing you and they're exactly what you wanted, and you are happy that they are in your life. And so, listen, there may be an opportunity for you to maybe get away, go away, get out of town, plan something, and you can let him fill in the gaps on some of the things that you like to do, but plan a getaway. Plan some time. Spice it up. Find a way to spice it up and to keep it fresh, because things get stale. Everything gets stale after a while, but keep it fresh for your future, and you'll see it'll work out just fine. Number 5. The number 5 thing that men complain most about when it comes to their women is not having a place of his own. Listen, every man needs a man cave. Every man needs a place to hide away from the kids and from you and from the world. Every man needs I don't care if he's just got a chair. Like if you live in an apartment and you don't have a basement, you don't have a garage, like find a corner of the room that the man can have a nice big lazy boy chair and a plug over there. He can plug his phone up, he can play on his computer, and he can check out and nobody talks to him for a little while, maybe after work or just even after dinner. He just needs his own space just like everybody else. But for the most part, when you got a family, if a man has a family, the whole family gets everything and he gets what's left. And so make sure what he gets left is something that he really wants, and that will mean a lot to him. All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening. Please hit subscribe, hit like, and leave us a comment down below and let me know what videos you want to see next. Have a great day. Until next time, peace.